Hey guys, my name is Christy and this is my Crafty Country. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I did with some of these new Dollar Tree pegboard sections. I used some of the longer 9.5-inch pieces and I also used the square pieces. I was not able to find all of the attachments and like extras, but I did find 2 of the little storage bins and I had to substitute the hooks with some that I was able to get at Rural King. So for the first part, I'm going to be using a repurposed shutter door. Now here I'm just going to be gluing my 9.5-inch sections together side by side using gel super glue. And then I put some E6000 where they're connected, and then I just lay a piece of board across it. These were actually Easter signs that I tore down, and they were just the right size I needed. So now that my sections have glued together and have dried, I attach one piece to each side of the board. So altogether I needed 8 sections of the 9.5-inch pegboard, so 4 on each side of the shutter. And you'll see why it makes more sense later, because I can hinge it and it stands up. But here I'm just kind of measuring out where I need to glue this down, and I just eyeball it. If you need to measure it, more power to you. I seem to have fairly good luck eyeballing things, so that's how I went about it. So I glued that down, and then I set the paint bottles on it for weight. And now I'm going to be using the square sections. Here I'm showing you where the little slits were. There are 2 in each corner. So I am running a zip tie through one of the slits on one side and then through the other on the other piece. So I'm doing these back to back. And once I get them through, I do not tighten my zip tie all the way down, because I'm going to be running it down on a paper towel holder. So I need 6 of these black square pieces, which is 3 packages of these pegboards. So I had to fiddle around to get the zip tie through, only because I couldn't see it very well, but I was able to get them all through. And like I said, do not tighten them all the way down, because you want to be able to have some playroom and get them where you want them before you get them too tight. So once you have all 4 corners zip tied up on all 3 sections, you will shimmy them down on your paper towel roll, or paper towel holder I should say. There are little grooves in the top of these. I think they're in all 4 sides of these pegboard sections, to where if you put them side by side they latch together. And you just want to kind of be mindful of that when you're putting them together. Make sure you have them together the way you want them, and a way that they will, kind of tongue and groove themselves together. Now that I have all of my pegboard sections paired off and zip tied together, I will slide them down 1 pair at a time over top of the paper towel holder. And I tighten them down a little bit more to keep it where I want it, but I am still a little nervous about tightening it all the way until I have them all on there exactly the way I want them. And then I can go through and pull them tight, but be careful, don't pull them super tight, because you don't want to break the plastic on your pegboard. So now that I have those together, I will be using 2 paint stir sticks, and I will glue 1 up each side to keep the sections of pegboard where I want them. So I marked off the length, and then I used my miter box to cut the sticks at the appropriate length, and then I sanded down the edges where I had just cut to where it wouldn't be jagged. There is one thing I did not do, which I would, looking back, I would have done before you attach them. Obviously, paint them. I put them on there not even thinking about it, but I was able to paint them after, and it looks pretty good. But it probably would have been a little bit easier if right here I would have painted them first. So I used E6000 and a little bit of hot glue and attached the stir sticks to both sides and made sure I had them lined up, and then I was able to paint them with my white Waverly chalk paint. And like I said earlier, I was not able to find the hooks for the pegboards at Dollar Tree. I think if I would have, they would have looked a lot better, just because they are white and plastic if you can find them at Dollar Tree. But I was able to find these metal ones at Rural King, and they do the trick. They did want to wiggle back and forth, so I just put a dot of hot glue to hold them in place. So now I have something to hang my keychains on after I get them made when I take them to craft shows. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making this. If you did, make sure before you leave you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. Hopefully, who knows with YouTube. But also, right now, go down below and hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in my next video.